Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Dr. Fabrique of Wichita had been an old and loyal friend to Marshal Earp. When Wyatt moved to Dodge City, he kept in touch with his doctor pal in Wichita. But friendship has its stresses and strains. Never did Dr. Fabrique imagine that he would become the storm center of a case which made medical history in Dodge. But then Dr. Fabrique had not met Shotgun Gibbs and his mule Roscoe.
And I'll explain just once more. I'm a doctor of medicine, not a veterinarian. I do not treat mules.
You'll look at Roscoe.
I will not look at Roscoe. I'm a busy man with many patients. Now you stand aside.
No, sir, I won't.
Mr. Gibbs, Dr. McCarty.
What's going on here?
Mr. Gibbs wants me to look at his mule. I've refused. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Wait a minute, Doctor. Is Roscoe sick?
He's awful sick, Wyatt. Dying, most likely.
I can't help that. I don't have time to look at a mule.
Now, just take it easy, Doc. Look, I'm going to ask you as a personal favor that you look at Roscoe. It'll only take you 5 minutes.
Well, I owe you a favor, Wyatt. Let's get it over with. But keep this quiet. I don't want my patients to know that they're having to wait while I look at a mule.
Roscoe's a heap sight better than most of your patients.
Maybe he ate a stale bale of hay.
He's been drinking.
What?
Smells like somebody gave him a lot of rum. He'll be all right. Just let him sleep it off.
Why, that's plumb stupid. Roscoe wouldn't drink nothing but water. He knows what's good for him.
You asked for my opinion, Wyatt. Now I got to get back to my office.
Well, thanks, Doc, for coming over. Oh, by golly, it does smell a little like rum.
Can't be. Roscoe wouldn't drink no kind of alcohol. You're running a fever, too, Wyatt.
He sure looks bloated. Maybe there's a vet in town that can tell us what's wrong, huh?
Howdy, Marshal.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Linhart. We were awful sorry to turn your stable into a sick room.
That's all right.
What do you think's wrong with him?
Why, the animal's been poisoned. I got this blanket. We'll wet it and put it over him, and I'll get some ice to put on his head. We got to do something to break this fever.
Doc McCarty says he smells like he's been a-drinking rum. You ever hear such a darn fool idea?
Well, Doc ain't no expert with mules. I'll wet this blanket and get some ice, and maybe it'll help.
Say, Mr. Linhart.
Yeah?
Is there a vet in town, do you think, that could tell us what's wrong with Roscoe?
Marshal, I've been doctoring horses and mules all my life. Shotgun himself. Better vet than anyone we got around here.
Dad and me, we've tried every trick in the trade, Wyatt. You better go soak that blanket, Dad. He's mighty sick.
Yeah?
Matter of fact, this is the sickest mule I ever did see.
Well, I sent for Doc Fabrique over in Wichita.
Ain't no better vets in Wichita than we got here.
Doc Fabrique is an M.D. If he takes a liking to Roscoe, he'll save him.
What's liking him got to do with it?
Well, you don't know Doc Fabrique. If he takes a notion, he can be a medical genius. It'll take him a little while to get here by train and stage. You just keep Roscoe alive until then.
Oh, I shouldn't let you go to all this trouble, Wyatt. Guess I'm a plumb fool about Roscoe.
Don't you worry. Doc Fabrique's our man. I'll send the telegram. You and Dad just try to break that fever.
Are you sick or something? Got a them horses! I told you this was an emergency case.
Keep your shirt on, Doc. Shove along, boys. Ha!
It's none of my business, Doctor, but did Marshal Earp get shot? Full question. And I'll give you a fool's answer. I don't know. He sent for you without telling what ailed him? He wrote that telegram with his last strength. Only 7 words. That's too bad. Wyatt's probably dead by now, with only that Doc McCarty to help him. Faster, faster! Wyatt'll be buried before we get there.
Shove along.
Where's Wyatt Earp? I'm Doc Fabrique from Wichita. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no!
Howdy, Doc.
Told you, howdy me. You're supposed to be dying.
Well, I didn't wire you that. I just said it was an emergency and that you should come real quick.
Never mind. Who's the emergency?
Well, I'll tell you all about it. You just come with me, huh?
Is Doc McCarty dying? Took some of his own medicine, huh?
I'll tell you about it later. Now, we got no time to lose.
Livery stable? You mean you put a dying man in a barn, Wyatt?
Well, you see, Doc, he's too sick to be moved.
Oh. A mule? You mean you brought me all the way from Wichita to doctor a mule? Why, you...
Wait a minute, Doc. Wait a minute. You see, this was Doc McCarty's patient. Doc just... Well, McCarty just walked off and left him to die.
McCarty walked off the case?
Yeah. Sure did. He said he was drunk and just up and left.
Big-headed fool. Drunk, huh?
Doc, he's got a fever. You're his only chance.
Naturally. Take that blanket off him. What's it you got in your hand?
Ice.
Throw it away. Throw it away. What a pretty mule. Color him off us. Who's been feeding him sorghum beer?
Sorghum beer?
You know what that is. All you gotta do is smell him. Either one of you own this mule?
Me? His name's Roscoe.
Doc, this is my chief deputy, Mr. Gibbs.
Doc, I sure am thankful you could come down and take a look at him.
Gabble, gabble. Time's too short. Just what I thought. You hop right over to Doc McCarty's office. Tell him I want some Ipecac, tincture of belladonna, and a quart of saline solution.
Ipecac, belladonna.
Tincture of belladonna and a quart of saline solution.
I'll fetch it, Doc.
You go get a drench bottle.
Sure. But we already drenched him.
Shut up. I'll drench him. Wyatt, I may have to use a vet's aspiration needle. Get me one, will you?
Sure, Doc, but do you
Get
think
it, get it. Don't you worry, Roscoe. You ain't dead yet, honey. Nip and tuck. That sorghum beer's the devil's own brew. Who gave it to him?
Nobody'd have sorghum beer here in Dodge, Doc.
That's a Missouri and Kentucky drink, ain't it?
Yeah, that's right. They also make it in Tennessee, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. But if he's had the Missouri-type sorghum, I don't have much hope for him.
I'll find out, Doc.
Wait a minute, Mr. Gibbs. Doc, are you sure it's sorghum beer? Doc McCarty says the stuff isn't strong enough to do this to Roscoe.
That's what confirmed my diagnosis. Doc McCarty is an Easterner. He's from Ohio. I bet he never tasted any sorghum beer.
That's right, Doc.
Did you ever taste any?
No.
Well, shut up. You're old enough. Why, freshly brewed sorghum is a fine, reasonable drink, but it don't keep too well. And once it's turned, look out! I'd rather be bitten by 6 rattlesnakes. I want some breakfast, and you're buying, Wyatt.
No, sir. It's on me.
Well, Mr. Gibbs, I think you ought to stay here. If Roscoe wakes up, he'll want to see you. Isn't that right, Doc?
Yes, yes. The animal is probably very fond of you. If he has another chill, you can send for me over at the Dodge House.
Doc? I'm sure glad you caught on. I don't want a shotgun going out gunning for those practical jokers.
Giving sorghum beer to a poor mule ain't no joke.
Well, they thought it was. Sorghum beer. Just doesn't sound plausible, Doc. I mean, why would they tote that stuff all the way to Kansas?
Anybody who's addicted to it would. You don't understand, Wyatt, because you're not a drinking man. Sorghum beer that's turned bad in the jug is quite a challenge. I lost a patient with it once.
You have the same symptoms that Roscoe has?
Well, Roscoe's just a mule, but he's led a nice, clean, wholesome, outdoor life. Yet he's just got cholera morbus. But I lost my patient with a brain hemorrhage and heart failure, like that.
Well, how long had he been drinking this stuff?
75 years. Man and boy. Now, that ain't funny, Wyatt. You know, the sorghum beer that's just turned bad is just too much of a challenge. And this fella, he got too brave.
Can't feel no temple pulse.
Let me feel. You missed the right spot, Dad. His heart's still a-beating, but his pulse is awful slow and thready-like.
Want me to get you, doctor?
Well, maybe you better.
Mr. Gibbs,
I'm busy, Shuffles.
Roscoe dying? Why, it was Heck Miller and some of those Missouri boys that ride for the J.W. They gave him a full bucket full of sorghum beer.
When was this?
Why, yesterday afternoon, you left Roscoe at Toby's trough. Miller and the boys were about half drunk. They thought it was a good joke, see?
Where's Heck Miller now?
Why, at the J.W. camp, I reckon, just south of town.
I thank you for that. Dad, can I use your horse?
Oh, sure. But Wyatt said...
It ain't Wyatt's mule.
You better go and tell her. I didn't figure shotgun to get that riled.
I ain't telling nobody. Neither are you.
Yes, sir. That's the way you want it.
That's the way I want it.
Look, I'm not arguing for shotgun's sake alone. If you went out there to punish somebody and you know about it, you're in trouble.
How do you figure that?
Because if shotgun's mad enough to kill, that'd be murder. You'd be an accessory. Isn't that right, Doc?
Yeah, you'll have to hang 'em both. Don't make any difference with Lenhart. He's old enough to go anyway.
I ain't as old as you are.
You're still at the ripe hanging age. Get him out of here, Wyatt. He's making me lose count on my dosage.
Well, let him stay here with you, then at least I'll know where he is.
Oh, wait, Wyatt. I ain't aiming to get hung. You find Shuffles Monahan. He's the one that told Gibbs.
Shuffles Monahan?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Curly's got a whole jug of it.
I hope it ain't curry.
Now take it easy, Heck. It don't taste just right. Well, I told you to get it from the Kentucky boys. They already gone south. Well, we'll soon find out. It's turned. Well, not that bad. It's just as bad as the stuff we gave that mule. All right, you go ahead and drink it. You'll get sicker than the mule got. Who's that? Not me. Red? All right, you chickens, what's a big rooster? No. Well, now, wait a minute, Heck, you said... Look, I don't care what happens to you, but I want to keep some of this sorghum beer.
Listen to him, Pearlie.
You better listen to me. You give me that cork. You know, there's good and evil spirits in sorghum beer. Once it's taken a notion to turn bad, a man should respect that notion. Come on, I still got some whiskey.
You
go tell Doc Fabrique I've gone out to the JW camp.
Yes, sir.
If Roscoe's feeling any better, you ride after.
Shotgun go out there?
Yeah, he sure did. Hope I get there in time. It'll help if Roscoe's feeling better.
Blasted, where's my stethoscope?
Round your neck.
Oh, so it is. Huh? Uh-huh. Is he dead? Nip and tuck. Give me the syringe.
Doc, Wyatt wants to know if Roscoe's feeling any better.
Shut up. You lock that door, Leonard. And bar it.
He's just about gone, Joe.
Don't drink it all, Red. Yeah, Pearlie. Good, ain't it?
That's right good liquor. But it ain't sorghum beer.
You still got some sense, Pearlie.
Seems to me, Heck, we could risk a bit of sorghum. We put in a good foundation.
Yeah, how about that, Heck? No. Now, you all boys quit talking about this sorghum or I'm gonna bust a jug.
Keep your hands off them guns.
What's that you're shooting, mister? A cannon?
You drop them gun belts or you'll find out. Is this a jug of sorghum beer?
Go on, help yourself. No need to get hostile. We'll give you the whole jug.
Which one of you hombres is Heck Miller?
I am. Where you from, Johnny Law?
Dodge. You killed my mule.
Oh? That old mule die? Well, we're plumb sorry, mister. We was only funning.
Well, I ain't.
Well, now look, we'll pay for the mule. You asked the JW foreman.
There ain't enough money to pay for Roscoe.
Well, now look, you're not aiming to shoot us.
I ain't right here. Those White Earp's probably a-trailing me. Get over there in them bushes. Move!
Come on. Up you go. Up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up.
I'll get down here.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up. Come on. Up. Oh, come on.
Whoopee.
Oh, Roscoe. It's a miracle, Doc.
Fush. It's just a case of medical science winning out over sorghum beer poison. And you help Roscoe by leading a nice, clean outdoor life. Don't feed him any water till I've had my breakfast. And keep this door barred.
Right.
Dad Lenhart!
Get out of my way! Get out of my way!
I happen to be a lady who doesn't have to...
Open your mouth wide. Uh-huh. You're bilious. You go to your hometown doctor. I'm an out-of-town specialist.
All right, hold on, Doc. Is the mule dead?
Any more bright questions? Get out of my way.
That was Roscoe. Doc pulled him through.
You was all right.
Hey. You folks together. You're making Roscoe nervous.
All we want to know is he all right? Doc Fabrique.
What do you want?
Wyatt went after Mr. Gibbs. He said for me to go out to the JW camp as soon as I had definite word.
Nothing definite. You can't count on a mule. He'll die on you just to be contrary.
No, but Doc, Mr. Gibbs went gunning after those
I hope
Missouri
he finds him. Now skedaddle. I'm hungry.
shotgun? Shotgun! You killed him.
I reckon so. I made him drink what they give to Roscoe.
Mr. Gibbs, you're under arrest.
Suits me.
They're still alive. Are you loco? All this over a mule. Don't you know if they die, Judge Tobin will call it first-degree murder?
They done it to Roscoe.
Roscoe's a mule. You don't go around poisoning 4 men out of vengeance for a practical joke.
Why take it so hard, Wyatt? Hanging's as good a way to go as most others. Keeps that better than some.
Hey, Wyatt! Wyatt?
That's Joe.
Over here in the brush.
Now, Mr. Gibbs, you've saved my life quite a few times. You're gonna get a running start. Now go on.
Nope. But I thank you kindly, just the same.
Of all the stupid, senseless idiots. There's your mule, Mr. Gibbs.
Roscoe! You take care of this critter, Gibbs. He just tried to bite Joe, and he's already kicked my horse. And don't you send me another lying telegram, Wyatt.
Wait a minute. Mr. Gibbs fed them fellas some sorghum beer. They're mighty sick. I don't think they're gonna last long.
Sorghum beer, bah. I ain't even gonna get off my horse.
Oh, yes, you are. If those fellas die, Mr. Gibbs is liable to hang. Now, you wouldn't want Roscoe there to die of a broken heart, would you?
No.
Well?
Is there any sorghum juice left in that jug?
A little.
Give it here.
Doc, that's poison.
Shut up. Just turn to shade. Oh, just what I needed. Sorghum beer, it's a mighty fine drink.
You mean they're not gonna die?
Them scamps, they just got weak stomachs. They haven't just been drinking sorghum beer. They've been drinking corn liquor. They passed out from being plain drunk. Sorghum beer won't hurt you if it ain't turned bad. Sorghum beer is the finest nectar on earth when it ain't turned bad. Remind me to send you a jug, Wyatt. It might break you of that miserable milk habit.
You know, the least we can do is take them fellas on back to Dodge.
Doc Fabrique won't touch him.
Doc McCarty would.
You don't need a hometown doctor. They'll be coming to and crawling around like jackasses. No offense, Roscoe. I'm going back into town. I'm hungry.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Hold her right there, mister. Who are you?
Deputy Sheriff Earp, Tombstone.
How many men did you bring? She's probably got a posse hiding in the brush. What are you doing here?
I have a warrant for Mr. Clanton. Charge of horse stealing.
You think you are going to arrest Mr. Clinton? The old man ain't home. There ain't nobody home.
When will Mr. Clanton be back?
That's his business. Now you push on back to Tombstone pronto.
Mister, I don't like to have a gun pointed at me. You cock that rifle and you won't hear it click.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Against his better judgment, Wyatt made his decision to serve as Chief Deputy Sheriff of Tombstone. In fact, as historians have pointed out, Wyatt was trapped in Tombstone by the threat of Old Man Clanton to bushwhack him if he left, and by his own stubborn bravery.
He's hurt.
You know him, Doc?
Mm-hmm. Herm Ritter wanders around the territory trading horses. A vigorous outdoor life makes men like him indestructible.
He must be indestructible. 3 slugs in him. Lost a lot of blood.
Means nothing. They never die till the sand begins running out.
Mr. Ritter, who shot you?
Where's Fred White?
Herm, this is Marshal Wyatt Earp from Dodge City.
Earp? No joking. What's an honest man like you doing in the Arizona territory?
We shanghaied him. Tell Earp who shot you, Herm.
The Clantons. Who else? Ran off 20 head of horses. A whole string.
Where are the horses now, Mr. Ritter?
I can answer that. In Old Man Clanton's corral. Right, Herm?
Yeah.
Herm Ritter, you been in a gunfight?
He got bushwhacked by the Clantons.
Wyatt, I have a recurring dream. I dream that Old Man Clanton's under anesthetic and I have a knife in my hands. The knife slips and I wake up. I wonder what Hippocrates would say. Now, I'll see you in about an hour.
Well, Doc.
Huh?
It's all right to give him some water, isn't it?
Yeah, not too much.
Here you are, Mr. Ritter. Not too much now.
I'll do it.
Thank you. I'll write out a warrant.
Good. Mr. Gurdon, I'll help you find a posse.
No, Miss Nellie.
Don't joke, Wyatt.
I'm not joking. I gotta get the horses first. The warrant's no good without evidence of theft.
But you can't go out there alone.
It's the only way I can go out there. Mr. Ritter?
Yes, sir.
I want you to take your time, but I want you to tell me everything that happened.
Wyatt, excuse me, Mr. Ritter, but I'm morally responsible for this man. Now, take Fred White with you. At least swear in some special deputies.
The more men I take out there, the less chance I'm going to have of finding those horses. I'm going to find them, and I'm going to arrest Mr. Clanton.
And they'll simply shoot you down.
He's Wyatt Earp, sure enough. You go back to your hotel and don't worry about him, Miss Nellie.
All right, I'll go get Doc Holliday. Maybe he can keep you from committing suicide.
Miss Nellie sweet on you?
She's sweet on the whole human race. That's her trouble. Now, let's start with the description of the horses,
There are 4 roans.
Hurry up, or he may be gone.
Madam, I don't intend to argue with Wyatt.
You mean you're going to let him ride to certain death?
Miss Cashman, Wyatt Earp has been riding to certain death for the past 5 or 6 years. The good Lord has his own plan for each of us. But I intend to get mortal help.
Hold her right there, mister. Who are you?
Deputy Sheriff Earp, Tombstone.
How many men did you bring?
He's probably got a posse hiding in the brush. What are you doing here?
I have a warrant for Mr. Clanton. Charge of horse stealing.
You think you are going to arrest Mr. Clinton? Oh.
The old man ain't home. There ain't nobody home.
You fellas guarding an empty ranch house?
Boys had some trouble down at the border. Old man Clanton and his sons went down to help out.
When will Mr. Clanton be back?
That's his business. Now you push on back to Tombstone pronto.
Mister, I don't like to have a gun pointed at me. You cock that rifle and you won't hear it click.
Sholto, Frenchie, you stop that.
He threatened us, didn't he, Frenchie?
Oui.
I know Mr. Earp. I'll talk to him.
Oh, he's on the payroll, eh? Why didn't you say you were an insider?
My business is with Mr. Clanton. I'll be happy to talk to Miss Emma.
Sholto, you two go to the cook shack and make some coffee.
Yes, sir. Come on, Frenchie.
You came down alone?
There are 20 horses in your corral. They belong to a Mr. Rutter.
Oh. For a minute, I thought you'd decided to work on the inside, but I see the star now.
Your papa gave me no choice. I came in here alone because I figured you folks wouldn't shoot at the law.
We never have. We haven't had to. Walk in. No ambush.
Well, that's mighty comforting.
Allow me.
Of course, you have a warrant.
Mm-hmm.
But just put it on the table. When Papa gets back, he'll turn himself in to Judge Griscom.
I've met Judge Griscom. He's one of your men. I wouldn't take a horse-stealing case to him.
You're not very bright, are you? Don't you know Papa has a bill of sale for those horses? And hasn't it occurred to you that Papa and the boys just might be back by sunup?
Miss Emma, I never claimed to be bright. A fellow with sharp intelligence wouldn't have worn one of these for 9 to 5 years.
You sit down. Let me tell you something about life in Arizona Territory.
Yes, sir. I have lots of time.
All right. Now, in the first place, the Yankees run the government at Washington.
Mm-hmm.
But we run the government in Arizona. Mr. John C. Fremont is the carpetbagger in charge. There's nothing sensible about it, Mr. Earp. This isn't Dodge City. It's still a wilderness with Apaches and tough men. Papa had to be tough.
Well, I wouldn't try to turn you against your papa, no matter what he's done.
You don't get the point. Billy's a kid away at school. Finn's all right with a gun, but Ike is windy. They're no help to Papa. He had to hire gunslingers to help him with his cattle business.
Miss Emma, the Army's going to round up all the Apaches. Honest law is coming to Tombstone. Now, where's that going to leave the Clantons?
We can't quit.
Why not?
Brocious, Ringo, the McLowrys, Swilling, Spence, the 10%ers in Tucson. We all just drifted into this together. If what you say is true, it'll be wide open war.
Not necessarily for you, Emma.
Oh, yes. I love Papa. What happens to him happens to all of us.
Isn't there some young man that you'd like to marry?
Well...
Somebody that would take you away from Arizona? I'm sure you've had many offers. Or am I being too personal?
Why are you so interested?
Well, I don't rightly know.
There's a way to find out. Take a job with Papa. Join the Insiders. Then I'd be interested. That kiss was just to find out something. You feel sorry for me. Well, I don't need that. I'm a Clanton, and that's all I'll ever be. So save your pity. Sholto, Frenchie!
Frenchie went down the road to warn your old man.
Take him.
Hold it. Drop it. Leave it alone. Get over there. Now sit down. I said sit down.
I don't take orders from you.
I'm sorry, Miss Emma, but I'm going to have to hold you as a hostage. If your father's close enough for Frenchie to find, there may be a little trouble.
Plenty for you.
Stay right there.
Who is it? Doc Holliday. I want to talk to Luke Short, McMasters, and Johnson, personal. Howdy, Luke. Sherman? Turkey Creek?
I thought it was a ghost. You should have been dead long ago, Doc.
You know, I heard they buried you up in Deadwood last winter.
Have a drink. Unless you have some scruples about drinking with a ghost.
Not me, Doc.
You all know Wyatt Earp. He went up to the Clanton Ranch to arrest old man Clanton, alone. I know that ain't very bright, but I said he went up alone.
That's too bad. He's probably dead by now.
Yeah, I don't think so. I met up with the Border Patrol, talked to the sergeant, and he said that Clanton and his men were going to steal some Mexican cattle along the Pertlerville line.
Well, there'd only be the four of us, Doc.
I told you Clanton isn't there yet.
Still ain't enough.
You owe me $800, and you owe me $950. You got the cash? Luke Short, you owe Wyatt Earp your life. Fast guns, but slow pay.
Watch your temper, Doc.
You cheap welchers. All I'm asking you to do is risk your worthless hides.
Mr. Clinton! Mr. Clinton!
Mr. Clinton, you have a visitor. A Mr. Wyatt Earp. But Miss Emma, she is stalling him. You see, she take him into the house while I make the coffee. Meanwhile, she talks to
Hold
the
it,
general.
Frenchie. Where's Sholto?
He is on guard outside.
Papa Earp's a fool. He rode right into it.
They'll never find his grave. Hush up, Ike. I'm studying this. No. Earp ain't no fool. He wouldn't ride onto my place, serve a warrant all by himself. Where's the posse at?
No posse.
I told you, Papa Earp is a fool.
Oh, we'll see. Ike, you and Finn circle a home spread from the north and the east. The rest of us will circle but south and west. We don't flush a posse. We'll move right in.
Yes, Papa.
And take 'em, Papa? Kill the varmint.
Sun up, Miss Emma.
I've got eyes.
I was thinking we could tie up Sholto and go fix yourself a little breakfast.
You'll never get any of our food unless you steal it.
What a temper. I've decided not to use you as a hostage if that's what you're so upset about.
Maybe you're tired of living.
No. I just don't think that your papa would kill a lawman. All he has to do is to ride in Tombstone with me. We'll soon find out.
Papa, I don't want to fight here. You make a run for it, and I'll stall Papa and the boys.
Miss Emma, I came here to serve a warrant, and that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, don't be foolish. I'll hide. Your shoulder won't say anything. He knows what'll happen if he does.
That ain't the reason, Miss Emma. They can take Earp, but he'll kill your old man. Maybe Finn and Ike before he goes down.
That's right.
Emma! Sholto! Something's wrong, boys. Lie down.
I'll scream and warn Papa.
You just take it slow and easy. Come on.
Mr. Clanton.
Shut up.
I have a warrant for your arrest, Mr. Clanton.
Well, you back in the law business, Sonny?
He is wearing a star, Papa. Now, don't you go to shooting any stars. You know what'll happen.
You keep out of this, Em. Go on back in the house. And you boys, I'll tell you when.
Papa, all you have to do is ride into town, and Judge Griscom will turn you loose. Now, you know that's more sensible.
You're a lady. I don't want you mixed up in this. Sholto, take her in the house.
No, listen. You can kill him, but he'll get 2 or 3 of you.
And you'd be first.
Take her in the house.
This is just plain stupid, Papa.
Maybe Em's right, Papa. We ain't never fired in the law.
You hush up or run if you're scared.
Hush up, both of you. What you accusing me of?
Stealing Mr. Ritter's horses?
Well, that settles it. Boys.
Throw him down or fight. Shoot him in the back, Wyatt. He ain't worth killing front ways.
Holiday, McMaster, Short, and Johnson. I ain't in this play.
No doctor can fix a broken spine.
Papa?
Don't try it. Help Mr. Clanton on his horse. Now, you boys let your guns cool a little while.
lead the horses through. They don't want the horses, they want old man Clanton. Put him in front of the rock. No more shooting! You hear me? I said no more shooting.
Send one of them down here.
Hey, boys. Ike up there? Yes, Papa. Send him down. Hold your fire. I'm going down there.
Keep that low.
This is a fool play. You can't take Papa into Tombstone now.
I'm doing it.
No, you aren't. You'll be fighting every 100 yards.
How many boys you got, Ike?
Enough. And there's more between here and Tombstone.
Don't be silly, Herb. You got the horses. Turn me loose.
I favor killing him. Sure, they're bluffing, Wyatt.
I don't know that they are.
No bluff, Sonny. Too many guns. They'll just pick you off.
I think you're right, Mr. Clanton. Let him go, Doc. You can pick up your horse later. Mr. Clanton? Any more shooting? We'll shoot you down when you scatter.
Try it.
Just hold in, Ike. This ends it for this time, far as I'm concerned.
Papa!
They could have killed me before you all boys got here, and I ain't saying I'm beholden to no Johnny Law, neither. And if an Earp stays in Tombstone, there's gonna be a sure enough war. No use in me getting killed in the first skirmish.
You're a fool, Wyatt. You've turned your back on too many killings. Old man Clanton's found out your only weakness.
No Doc's talking sense, Wyatt. It's kill or be killed in this Arizona country.
Look, I don't believe in shooting prisoners. Bringing those horses in is enough for now. Let's catch up with McMasters and Luke.
Why, it's got Herm Ritter's whole string back. Now we're getting someplace.
You think so? Those Clantons aren't whipped yet. Not by a long shot.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
He's ready. I hear him coming. It's the big man with the shotgun.
That shotgun won't do him no good. He'll
never know what hit him.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
After several attempts to get rid of Marshal Earp had failed, his political enemies decided to go after Shotgun Gibbs, Wyatt's close friend and right-hand man. By killing Shotgun, the 10% ring hoped to sicken Wyatt of his job and drive him out of Tombstone.
What took you so long? Shiloh Smith's been waiting an hour.
And who is Shiloh Smith?
The new boss. We put him in Dan Pretty's place yesterday.
Oh. Well, I'll be right in. I think, gentlemen, it would be a wrong move to bushwhack Wyatt Earp just now.
He killed Dan Pretty, didn't he? Made it look like suicide.
No, Mr. Smith. Wyatt doesn't do things that way. I suspect Doc Holliday.
Then let's get Holliday.
No good either, not just now.
Why?
Well, he has too many hoodlum friends in and around Tombstone. And he's cautious. Too good.
All you can say is no, Bean. We've got to settle with Wyatt Earp. He slowed everything down. You talk like Earp's friend. He was in on the Pretty killing. Somebody's got to pay for Dan.
Gentlemen, I have an idea if you'll listen.
All right, let's have it.
Wyatt Earp has a chief deputy called Shotgun Gibbs. He's very fond of him. If something were to happen to Gibbs, Wyatt would feel responsible and get discouraged and leave Tombstone.
Might not be a bad move.
Gibbs could be trapped, I think. He's a big leather britches from Wyoming and not too bright.
How do you propose to go about it?
Gibbs is fond of mules. Rides one called Roscoe. I think our best bet is to use 6-mule Marcy to get next to Gibbs.
Marcy? Good. 6-mule at bushwhack his own brother for $50.
Now, Mr. Smith, you send him into Tombstone, and I'll handle the details, such as selling the idea to Marcy
But
and
make
handling...
it stick. We want no excuses.
Gentlemen, I assure you that...
All right. That's enough chatter. Now get on your way.
Yes, sir.
Jackrabbits. Miss Pat McGeehan.
Mr. McGeehan's over to the hotel. They're eating breakfast.
Ah.
Hey, that's sure a good-looking passel of mules you got here.
Thank you, mister. Thank you. Is that your mule?
Yes, sir. I'm proud to say he is.
Well, I can return the compliment.
Well, thank you.
What might your name be?
Gibbs. What's yours?
Mossy. Call me 6-Mule Mossy. That's the way it is with a muley man. You kind of get nicknamed.
Yeah.
Hey, you must be a new John Law in Tombstone.
Well, kind of new. I'm chief deputy to Mr. Wyatt Earp.
Oh.
Say, that there mule's collar galled pretty bad, ain't he?
Sure is. You know, I doctored that mule with carbolic acid and boric acid powder and...
You ever try a beef tallow and balsam of Peru?
Never even heard of it.
Marcy, them acids stings too much for a mule. Now, if you use beef tallow and balsam of Peru, it stings just enough so that the mule knows he's being doctored. But they don't resent it none.
Say, you're a real muley man.
Well, the mule's worth giving some thought to. I'll tell you, you unhitch him, I'll find the right medicines for him.
Well, thank you, Mr. Gibbs. Thank you kindly.
I'm going over to the hotel to get some breakfast, Wyatt. Care to join me?
No, not right now. So you didn't happen to see Shotgun, did you?
This hour of the morning, I can't see anything. Why?
Well, he had the night patrol and he hasn't checked in yet.
He's probably gone over to make Roscoe's breakfast. That's true love, Wyatt.
Have you heard about him lately?
Who?
Roscoe. He's feeling melancholy. Got Shotgun worried.
A mule with melancholia? Well, that's possible. Roscoe has no pride of ancestry and no hope of posterity, as they say.
I think Roscoe's just off his feed. You know that mule is Shotgun's biggest weakness?
On the contrary, Wyatt, I think that Roscoe is Shotgun's strength. Just like that's my strength. I also think that a certain stubborn, muley courage flows from Roscoe into Shotgun.
You have it your way. I'm gonna go and try and find him. See you later.
Right.
There now, Willie, how do you feel? Better? Sure you do. Listen, Mr. Marcy, you cut yourself a chamois pad for the top of Willie's collar. Couple of days, he'll be cured all right.
By Joe, Shotgun, I'm gonna stand you some drinks.
No, there ain't no charge needed. Ain't no charge at all. Good lesson for Roscoe.
Mr. Gibbs?
Morning, Wyatt. Marshal Earp? Meet Mr.
I had
Marcy.
the honor back in Dodge.
That's right, you're Six-Mule Marcy. You forgot something, did you?
Forgot? What's that?
Forgot to check in from evening patrol.
George, you sure did I? I was awful worried about my mule.
Well, I'll be moseying along. That office still stands, Shotgun.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you, Marcy.
Bartender, another round for everybody.
Let's get a game started, Six Mule.
I ain't thinking about cards. Hey, don't you fellas ever have any horse or mule racing here in Tombstone?
You can't race in the mountains. Some of the boys over at Charleston and Galeyville do some racing.
Well, that's mighty interesting. Shotgun! Ha! Come on over here. Well, stick around, boys. Shotgun may be a John Law, but he's a friend of mine. And what he don't know about mules, nobody knows. Honey, let Mr. Gibbs sit down here. Come on, friend, have a seat. Say, I got that pad for Willie's collar. Tell me, has Roscoe perked up any?
No, he ain't. Still awful mournful like.
Too bad. You know, I despise to see a mule give up.
Oh, you're a fool, Marcy. A mule might balk at a man, but I never heard of one giving up.
I had a mare mule named Sadie. She got homesick, just laid down on a trail and died.
Oh, Roscoe ain't homesick. He never did care nothing about our old place up in Wyoming, nohow.
Say, I got an idea. Can that mule of yours run?
Can he run? Why, of course he can run. He's the fastest mule you ever seen.
Are you game to put him in a race?
A race? Oh, I don't know about that, Six Mule. He's a feeling some miserable.
Well, that's just it. Roscoe wins a race, that might be the cure. You know, build up his self-confidence.
Well, I don't know.
I've seen your mule travel. I'll back him up against anything you got, Marcy.
Oh, I ain't in it for the betting. Why, it's Roscoe I'm thinking of. Now, what do you say, Shotgun?
By George, it's worth a try. A real good run might shake up his liver at least.
I'll tell you what, I'll put two of my best mules in against him. Pretty risky, though. If Roscoe got beat real bad, he might feel worse than he does now.
Well, Roscoe ain't gonna get beat.
Not a chance. I'm betting 100 on Roscoe.
Well, I'll cover that.
You fell for it.
Good. When's the race?
Not certain yet. Tomorrow's his day off.
You let me know.
Right.
Well, it's your life and your responsibility. I just say that it looks like a bushwhacking setup to me.
Oh, who'd want to bushwhack Roscoe? He needs this race, Wyatt.
There you go again.
Well, you done said yourself that Roscoe might be remembering he wasn't nothing but a mule. How'd you like to be nothing but a mule?
Well, sometimes I wish I were.
Oh, no, you don't. Life's been dull for Roscoe, just a packing me around on his back. But this race, now that's exciting. Old Roscoe gets out there and stretches them zebra legs and win. I believe he's gonna perk up a bit.
Well, what you do on your day off is no business of mine.
Well, no, it ain't none of your business, but you say the word, there ain't gonna be no race.
I can't do that, Mr. Gibbs. I have no proof that Marcy's trying to set you up, and I'd look kind of foolish, wouldn't I, if he turned out to be on the level?
Oh, I think he's on the level, Wyatt. Marcy's a real muley man. Even if he did raise a bunch of cane up there in Dodge City, it's just kind of noise-making, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a fur piece from setting up an ambush. I believe old Six Mule likes me and Roscoe. He understands us.
Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, boy. I'll tell you something else, too. I'd thank you more kindly if you was to wish old Roscoe a little bit of luck.
All right. You tell Roscoe I wish him luck also.
I sure will. Oh, howdy, Doc.
Howdy.
Well, what'd you find out?
Just rumors, Wyatt, but they're all bad. They're racing uphill from Contention Mine. But all the smart gamblers are betting against Roscoe now.
That is bad. Roscoe, he could even overtake a horse in 5 miles. Everybody in town knows that.
You couldn't persuade Shotgun, huh?
No.
You know, Wyatt, with Marcy mixed up in this, it's bound to be a setup.
That trail goes right through thick brush country.
That's bushwhacking country, Wyatt. I guess we ought to set up a patrol, huh?
You can try to set one up. Not going to be easy.
Boys, I've still got $50 on this shaggy mule. Anybody want some of it? All right. I've still got $10. I've got $50 here on this.
I'll take 10 of you. I'll take 10 of that, lady. Laidlaw, I want $10 with you.
All right, quiet. Quiet. You see those bandana markers on the course? Any rider who strays off the course or tries to take a shortcut is disqualified. Agreed?
What's the idea of his carrying that cannon, Marcy?
Better leave the gun.
It adds 10 or 12 pounds to it. It's a hefty handicap over 5 miles.
There wasn't no rule said I couldn't carry it. I'm a carrying it.
Well, it's all right with me. Tote the gun. Nobody said he couldn't.
Now, if he wants to.
All right. Now, any mule that kicks or bites is out of the race. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
I want a $10.
I feel like
You can put up your money.
Right. On your mark. Get set.
That start looked all right, Doc. We'll scout the brush ahead of them up to the 3-mile point.
You want to wait for them there?
No. When they catch up to us, we'll patrol ahead of them to the finish line. Watch the end near there.
If they get there.
Come on.
Hey, Roscoe, we got a pretty good lead. Go off a bit. All right, on it your own way.
I see dust. They must be getting close.
Don't get anxious. We got 500 apiece on a good, clean kill.
Won't be too long before they get here. You scout that side. I'll take this one.
Go up a bit, you blasted fool. You're gonna run yourself plumb out of wind.
I'll take him now.
What the Santa Claus are you stopping for? Come on, let's go.
Wait.
Kill
Roscoe, talk to me. You ain't quit, have you, boy? Oh, come on, you. They're right behind us. Yippee! He's quit.
Tough luck, Gibbs.
Look at there, Roscoe. You long-eared idiot. Come on out of there.
I'll take him now.
Come on, Roscoe.
Wait.
We got a race to win.
Let the others get out of sight.
Come on, boy. Come on. Get on out of there.
I'm going to make sure he's dead.
Two men dead up there. Me and Roscoe got to finish this race. Shotgun.
I just don't understand how we missed seeing him.
I do. We needed 100 men for this job.
Well, he got these two. He probably didn't hire any others. Look, do me a favor, will you? See if you can find their horses, take the bodies back to town. He'll be back in Tombstone before a shotgun is. I'll tell him what he'll do.
I know what I'd do.
Yeah, so do I. But who would you do it to?
Well, Johnny Behan and Mossy. They had some bets down that Shotgun wouldn't finish the race. When he finds out, and he will, he'll kill them both, unless you're fool enough to try and stop him.
Thanks.
No use killing ourselves now. That big galoot's out of it.
You sure they bushwhacked him?
You heard them 2 shots, didn't you?
Well, somebody's wrong. Look who's coming.
Come on, Roscoe.
Get off them mules. What's the big idea?
Now, who set that ambush back yonder?
What ambush?
You know what ambush I'm talking about. I got 2 men dead back there, and I got another big slug just itching to find a target. So one of you better start talking fast.
We don't know nothing. Except that Marcy and John Behan would bet that you wouldn't finish the race.
So, Marcy and John Behan, was it? Well, that's good enough for me. Come on! Get out! Come on! Go up there, Marcy!
Why, Mr. Gibbs, I was wondering about the race. I didn't think it'd be over so soon.
That ain't all you didn't think either, Marcy. Get down off that horse.
Why, sure. Might as well. Say, who won? You haven't said a word.
I won because your killers were sorry shots. Take off that gun.
What's the matter with you, Gibbs? What killers? I don't know what you're talking about.
Them fellers you hired to bushwhack me, that's what killers. Take off that gun, Marcy.
Why, Shotgun, you know me better than that. I didn't hire nobody to kill you. I just put my mules in against Roscoe.
You denying you bet I wouldn't finish this here race?
Well, I got a right to bet on my own mules, ain't I?
But you didn't bet on your own mules. You bet I wouldn't finish this here race. And there's a mighty difference.
I didn't do none of it, Gibbs. Behan just said it was a sure thing that you wouldn't finish. I just bet on that, that's all.
Oh, so it is John Bean, was it? Well, he's next, and I'm gonna kill him. But I'm gonna whoop you right now. I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
Johnny, it's too late. Oh, is the race over? Mm-hmm. Who won? Don't you know? No. I don't know. I'm sorry if it didn't turn out to your liking.
Well, it turned out fine. Yeah, just fine. Don't you waste your sympathy on me. You save it for yourself.
For myself?
Mm-hmm. You're in a lot of trouble, Johnny.
What are you getting at?
Your bushwhack didn't work. Mr. Gibbs is still alive, but 2 other men are dead. And if Marcy isn't gone before Mr. Gibbs finds him, he's going to be dead, too.
What's that got to do with me?
Oh, just that this job was real important to the ring. You know, Johnny, there's one thing about dirty politics. There's just no excuse when a man fails to do the job he's supposed to do.
I don't know what you mean. I had no job to do.
Well, then you got nothing to worry about, have you, Sheriff? Nothing at all.
I got 2 men dead out there. But you're happy because you won your race, ain't you? Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's a human enough feeling, but it ain't decent.
Did you get that arm fixed?
There's plenty of time for that. I'm a-heading for Ben. Move out of the way.
No need to. I just talked to him.
Talk to him? Well, I ain't gonna talk to him. I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, why don't you just let his friends take care of him? You can get yourself in trouble by shooting him.
Shooting's too good for him. I'm gonna go in there and drag him out here and stomp his head in the dirt. Besides, he ain't got no friends.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Gibbs. Now, the way I figure it, he's gonna have an awful time explaining to that bunch in Tucson about the fact that you're still alive. When they find out that he isn't as smart as he says he is, well, then they're gonna take care of him in their own way.
Wyatt, you know, you're a sure enough genius. Sometimes. Well, Roscoe, boy, it looks like we both done won something today. I'm gonna get you an apple right now.
Mr. Gibbs, don't you ever learn. Now, you get that arm fixed first. And you can stuff Roscoe with apples as far as I'm concerned.
Why, you ain't got no regard for my mule at all.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Ooh.
story be told.
Like all the mining towns of the West, Tombstone was a magnet to men and women from all over the world. It had a large foreign population, a large segment of which was Chinese. Several hundred newly arrived from China did not speak English and found their frontier life doubly hard. It was inevitable that this might mean trouble for Wyatt Earp.
They beat me till I thought they'd never stop. Now, I didn't have no call to do that, Marshal. I didn't put up no resistance.
Did you get a look?
I didn't see nothing. I can't tell you was they big or little or nothing.
Did you hear anything?
Not a sound. They was like ghosts.
I don't see nothing back here, Wyatt.
Bring that lantern over here. What do you make of that?
It's a funny kind of ring. Hey, that's Chinese riding on there, ain't it?
Sure is. Now we got something to go on.
You think there's Chinese?
Well, that doesn't seem likely. Never have any trouble with them, usually.
Yeah?
I'm gonna find out where that ring came from.
How you gonna do that?
There's one person in this town that knows everything there is to know about every Chinese living here.
China Mary?
That's right.
Yeah. Not only knows them, but runs them like a queen. Well, will she tell you anything?
Why not?
Well, Wyatt, you know she's got her fingers in a lot of things that ain't exactly legal.
All the more reason why she doesn't want any trouble with the law.
No white men allowed.
Wait. I want to see China Mary.
No Mary.
I'm Marshal Earp. Now you go tell her I want to see her.
You wait. Marshal Earp, is there trouble?
You're one of Mary's policemen, aren't you?
That's right. I take care of things, I help you.
You usually do, and I appreciate that. So don't stop now.
Something you want?
I want to see Mary.
Mary very busy. Can't I do?
No. Now you go tell her.
You come. Just friendly game. All fine.
Fantan?
Like Fantan. Oh, yes. This way.
Yep, line. Come in, Marshal. You've never been here before, have you, Marshal? Usually you send for me.
You have quite a place here.
Oh, it's not San Francisco or Hong Kong. You would take tea?
No, thank you. This isn't a social visit.
Moi Chalo.
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
Perhaps. It is Chinese.
But this ring.
This ring is connected with the trouble that brings you here?
Yes. I found it next to a man who had been robbed and brutally beaten. We've had quite a bit of that lately.
The attacks are so much alike. Must be by the same men.
And you think they are Chinese?
I don't know who they are.
Well, Chinese jewelry is widely sold.
I thought this might be a special ring with a character on it. Insignia or something.
The character means love. It is a ring a man might give a woman, or a woman a man.
Well, that doesn't tell me much. But I have a hunch they were Chinese.
Why?
Because of your eyes? You won't look at me. Mary, I found out a long time ago that the Chinese here live in a world apart. A lot goes on here that the law and I we don't approve of. But I couldn't begin to stop it or to change it. It's live and let live.
That's the way it has always been.
I guess that's the way it will be. As long as you keep it here within the walls. If it spills out into the street.
It has always been enough that you tell me, has it not?
This time, that will not be enough. You must turn them over to me. They have broken the law and they must be punished.
They will be, in my way.
I cannot agree to that.
Then find them yourself. I will need the ring.
Now I know why they call you a queen.
Stop that! Help! Help! Oh, no, you don't. I got you by the hair, you devil! Help! Help!
This man's dead.
This one I thought is all over. But now we know they're Chinese that are doing it.
You saw one of them?
Sure. Had hold of his cue.
Could you identify him?
Well, now, I might could, Marshal, but I don't know.
You'd better know. They're all of them no good for nothing but to take a man's job away from him. I say we ought to string them all up.
Yeah.
Second, any man touches a Chinese, he goes to jail. Now, you leave this to the law. You men pick him up and take him over to the coroner's office.
Sit down, Mr. Earp. I know why you're here.
You've heard already, I should have known you would. Well, for the first time, it wasn't enough just to tell Mary about it.
No one is perfect.
This time it's serious. For one thing, it's murder. For another, the townspeople know that the attackers were Chinese. You know what that could mean.
You think that Mary can no longer control her people. But I'm sure this was not done by those who did the others.
Why?
I'm sure that's all.
Well, I'm not. Maybe there's someone who defies your authority. And I want to know who it is. A Tong, maybe? One of the 6 companies? Or just a group of young rebels? You won't tell me who they are?
I do not know. But when I find out, I will handle it myself.
Already there is talk of burning your people out. A catastrophe. Not only for your people, but for Tombstone.
I'm still able to handle it myself. You will leave it to me.
No, I can't. If you won't tell me, I'll find out another way.
How?
I think I know a way.
I didn't get them, Wyatt. It's like hunting a black cat in a barrel. They just melted away. I never seen them.
Yeah, we got one of them anyway.
Good. Come on.
You tricked me. You're policeman.
Let's go. Is he the one, Mr. Ferguson?
I don't know.
All right.
I'm sorry, but I can't say it was when I ain't sure.
Well, I'd rather have you be that way than like Tucker, ready to string up anybody just because their eyes are a little different. Thank you anyway.
Marshal, let me go. You can't hold me.
You attacked me and tried to rob me.
Marshal, you are mistaken. I was walking along a dark street and I bumped into somebody. And I thought I was being attacked, so I fought back. That is all.
And was that all the other night, when the man died?
You cannot connect me with those robberies, nor did I take money from you. I think you have no evidence.
Don't be too cocky. And don't underestimate the law. You're in trouble, my friend. I just don't forget murder. Now, you take some advice. You talk. Maybe you'll save yourself from the worst of it.
Hanging. They'll probably do that sooner or later, Marshal. Trial or no trial, murder or no murder. I understood that a long time ago.
You want to be a martyr, huh? I guess that's partly due to your age. A lot of wet-nosed boys have ideas like that. You want to say something?
No. Nothing.
Were they all boys like you? Did you work for yourselves or did you work for somebody else? And why'd you do it? Because of the money that you got for robbing or the fun that you got from beating? Did you do it for hate or for greed?
What do you think, Marshal?
I think that money only appeals to grown men. But revenge? That's for wet-nosed boys.
Why, you...
Let me see that ring. Open your hand. Where'd you get that? Shotgun? Take a look at this. Who gave it to you?
Must have been China Mary, Wyatt. Maybe she gave it back to him. Unless, of course, there's more than one.
Oh, I doubt it. This is handmade. We'll find out soon enough anyway. Open the door.
Where are you going to take me?
China Mary's.
No, Marshal. No, no. Don't take me there.
All right. You think you're going to be sent back to China? Don't worry. You won't get off that easy this time.
Marshal.
I'm sorry to disturb you again, but you know this boy?
Do you know him, Marshal?
I don't know his name, but I know his profession. He's a footpad, thief, and murderer.
His name is Lee Kung, and he is very young.
He's not so young that he doesn't know it's wrong to attack another man, to rob, beat, and kill him.
Are you sure this boy has done these things?
Yes, I am.
How can you be sure?
Because I set a trap for him, and he fell into it. He made the mistake of attacking me.
You are very ingenious, very brave.
And very successful. I caught this one, but the other two got away. I asked him who they were, but he won't tell me.
What would happen to them?
They would stand trial for murder?
You can hardly expect him to tell you.
He'll talk if you tell him to.
I haven't that power.
I thought you were the boss around here.
Not with him or his friends. He does not approve of me.
Why should I? Are you something to be proud of?
Wait a minute.
Do you know what she is or what she does? Do you know where the money comes from to buy these rich things? You are a disgrace to our people.
Psycho.
Don't call me that. I hate you. I want nothing to do with you. I will not live as you have.
I didn't want it that way. But do you know what you are doing? You bring yourself to ruin.
It is my life, and I will live it as I want.
No, it is the lives of the others you command also. And more than that, the lives of all us Chinese, perhaps. Marshal Earp will tell you of the talk of burning us out.
They talk big, but they're not that hard or strong.
Oh, but you are hard and strong, huh? You're gonna wipe us all out here in Tombstone.
If I could, I would. For there are none of you that I love.
Isn't there anyone you love?
Take me back to your jail, Marshal.
Come on.
You have no case against him, have you?
I'll build one.
I doubt it. He will never talk.
At least with him in jail, the attacks may stop, if you're right about his being the ringleader.
Well, if it's learned that he is in jail, the talk will start. Then you know what that might mean.
I know. And I'll handle that.
Can you, Marshal? I've seen it in the gold fields in California. The mobs, the fires, the hangings.
Maybe I should leave you here.
Gatlon, Laguila.
I will repay you for this someday, Marshal.
What he needs is to be turned over somebody's knee and spanked.
Perhaps. Chinese parents are often too indulgent of their children. But that would have been a long time ago for this one.
I've never known you to be soft before. You gave him back his ring. Why?
He is so young.
Are you going to be soft now? Or will you send him back to China?
I will decide.
You said that ring meant love. Could it be given by a mother to her son?
It could.
Did you know his mother?
Yes. She had great hope for him. She worked very hard to give him the things she never had. Everything he wished.
Perhaps it was too much.
No, Marshal. Not enough. She could not give him his honor.
I'll say goodbye.
Do not hate me. I could not help it. But I promise you, there will be no more trouble. On my honor.
That's good enough for me.
Well, howdy.
Howdy.
Say, you're one of China Mary's policemen, ain't you? Well, I guess everything worked out all right. We ain't had no trouble in the last couple of weeks. Of course, we still got an unsolved murder on our books. But that ain't the first here in Tombstone. What can I do for you?
Mr. Marshal Earp, please.
Well, he ain't here right now. Any messages?
You tell him Mary sent me. He look out.
Look out for what?
Lee Kuhn, get loose. Come to find Marshal. Kill him.
Kill him?
You tell him, huh?
That's for sure.
Do you know who shot you? You were going to kill me? Why? Why did you want to kill me?
You were only one who knew about China. Mary.
That she was your mother?
盼萬眾合坐山谷，洛陽天陽會相門，一片那半天待有個伴。
Mary, I don't suppose it's any use for me to ask who killed Lee Coon.
Is it not better for one foolish boy to die than for all my people to pay for him?
Maybe it was justifiable homicide. I'll probably never find out anyway. I hope I don't.
The body will be brought here, please.
Yes. This was the only thing of value. Would you see that his mother gets it?
Yes. Thank you.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Is the old man home?
Yep, he's in the house.
I'm Dodie Jones from Tucson.
All right, you've been here before. Go on in.
You must have heard what he did to me in Tombstone. Knocked most of my teeth out. Cost me 6 weeks getting them fixed.
Too bad.
However, this is more than a personal matter. News of conditions in Tombstone has reached Washington.
Boil it down to plain language, will you, Dodie?
In plain language, it means that there'll be a new governor. Carpetbaggers running things. Unless we get rid of Earp.
Yankees bossing us around?
Speeches in the Senate already. They're calling us hooligans.
Well, now, that's bad talk. I don't like it.
Something has got to be done. You've got to get rid of Earp.
Killed? Well...
There's no other solution, Mr. Clanton. Earp has stirred up the Wells Fargo Safety Committee and Clum's paper. You've got to get rid of him.
Shut up. I'm studying this. Tombstone. Oh, that's no good.
With all your men?
I wouldn't take my boys into town for this. All them tombstoners fighting behind adobe walls.
I hadn't thought of them.
Yeah, Earp was honest, and he's brave. Can't buy him, you can't scare him. Yeah, too bad. He'd have to be killed, all right.
How? When?
That's my business. It ain't a job I relish exactly. I won't talk no more about it.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt Earp stayed alive in Wichita, Dodge City, and Tombstone because he was more intelligent than the gunslingers, outlaws, and hoodlums who hated him. But when Marshal Earp became an intolerable menace to the Clantons and the 10% ring in Tucson, the time had finally come to kill him.
Wyatt, this comes straight from our undercover man at Charleston.
You heard a drunk talking?
That's right. Old man Clanton's rounding up all his top guns. There's a powwow at his ranch tonight.
Could be just a rustling raid.
No, to get you.
Clanton has too much sense to ride in here for a turkey shoot.
We can raise lots of guns, Mr. Thacker.
Well, if we have time. We'll need all the men Wells Fargo can send. This could be the showdown, Wyatt.
Mr. Thacker, I string along with Doc. Old man Clanton isn't going to bring his men into Tombstone.
But he's promised the Tucson crowd he'll kill you.
Doc?
At your service, Deacon?
You circulate among your hoodlum friends, see if you can find one of them that'll tell us what this is all about. Mr. Gibbs?
Yes, sir.
Take a tour of the saloon, see if you can find any Clanton men in town.
Right, sir.
Go ahead and blow off steam, Mr. Thacker. Do you good.
Wyatt, I tell you, the Clanton crowd is getting ready to gun you down, and you smile. You think this is a wild rumor?
No, sir, I don't.
Then let's get a posse. You need help.
Clanton isn't going to come charging up Allen Street. He'll think up something a lot slicker than that.
Ambush.
Maybe.
I'm still going to ask Wells Fargo for as many special men as they can send.
It's your company, sir.
Wyatt. I'm trying to save your life.
Thank you, sir.
Close the door, Gibbs, and lock it.
I don't know nothing, Doc.
You don't, huh? And how come Gibbs found you hanging outside the telegraph office?
Huh? Oh, I was expecting a message.
Who'd waste money wiring you? Hold that cannon on him, Gibbs.
You touch me and old man Clanton will fix you. You can't bluff me, Doc.
Rowdy used to be a telegrapher. Till he joined up with the San Badoos, tapping wires for them.
Why don't you just cut his throat, Doc?
That won't be necessary, just a little nerve surgery. I'm gonna fix it so he'll never use his hands again. Put your arm on the table.
You don't dare cut me, Doc. It's against the law.
Put your arm on the table, quick.
Doc ain't fooling, mister.
Hold that knife, Gibbs. We'll sever the elbow tendons, but a nerve section.
No, Doc, don't, please don't. I'll tell you.
Well, start talking then.
Old man Clanton is going to heist the stage, and then he's going to bushwhack Wyatt Earp when he comes riding in.
What stage? Where?
I don't know, Doc, so help me.
Give me that knife, Gibbs. He fainted, and I only pinched him a little. You reckon he was telling the truth?
Well, I reckon he's too scared to lie.
You know, Gibbs, a lot of my hoodlum acquaintances think that I'm a surgeon as well as being a dentist. It's a wonder he didn't die of fright. We better get out of here.
Ain't we gonna tell Wyatt, Doc?
Not yet. When Clanton sets up a bushwhack like this, it calls for some accurate killing. I'm sending for Morgan Earp and some good guns.
Doc, them Clantons is long past due.
You go on with your patrol. We'll break the news to Wyatt after I send the telegrams.
Right.
Who is it?
Morgan Earp, Doc.
All right, then I won't shoot you. Come on in.
How are you, Doc?
I'm fine.
Fine. You send this telegram? If I want Wyatt to live, I'll hurry to Tombstone?
Yep.
Virgil told me not to pay any attention to it. He said you must have been drinking.
Morgan, you can get 10 to 1 that Wyatt will be buried in Boot Hill Cemetery by sundown tomorrow.
You mean it? Who's after him?
The whole Clanton outfit. Ringo, Brocious, the McLowry, Spence, Stillwell. The finest collection of six-gun talent ever assembled.
Wyatt want to fight him alone?
No, he just doesn't believe it. The Wells Fargo people have told him. I've told him. Maybe he'll believe you.
I don't know. I'm just a little brother.
Yes.
Have you sent for help?
I certainly have. Morgan, this is the showdown. Either you convince Wyatt he's going to be killed, or he will be killed.
Oh, no.
Hi, big brother.
You're kind of traveling fast company, aren't you?
I can shoot.
Doc send for you?
You can tell him, Morgan.
He says there's bad trouble here, Wyatt.
Well, now, Doctor, Holiday just could be wrong, you know. Anyway, welcome to Tombstone. It's good to see you. I'll get washed up and we'll grab a bite of supper, huh?
Doc doesn't spread false alarms.
How's your trip?
Pretty fair?
We won't wear our guns because Wyatt might get sore about it. This is the place we meet Doc Holliday.
Feed 'em and water 'em. We're waiting for Doc Holliday.
Wyatt?
Yeah?
Where are you supposed to be dry gulched?
Skeleton Canyon, Doc says. Wells Fargo stage is to be robbed there. Their agent wants to call out the cavalry.
What's so funny about that?
I'd look awful funny, wouldn't I? Take him in into Skeleton Canyon, nothing happened.
What if it does?
I'd still look awful funny. Marshal riding into an ambush.
Look, if Clanton is after you, what are you gonna do? Wait for the bullet?
Sit down. All right, get down.
Curly, take your boys back up there in the brush. Now, no fires, no moving around to visit here. Papa says Earp can't get here till noon.
Why don't we shoot him? Papa says do it smart. All this is only bait. He wants Earp and his posse off of them horses and questioning these fellas before we move in.
Like setting ducks on a pond, huh?
Yeah, about time.
You boys tote that money box and that mail pouch upside of the hill. We'll whack it up while we're waiting.
Come on, let's go.
Make the time pass quicker.
Wyatt? The Skeleton Canyon stage is now 2 hours late at Station 5.
What are we waiting for? We should be on our way to the canyon.
I don't think we ought to go out there.
What?
Old man Clanton won't be taking part in that robbery.
Correct. He'll plan it, but he won't be there.
Nobody else can control the top guns.
Well, that's smart thinking, Wyatt. They ain't on his payroll.
Well, I think that they'll wait maybe till 1 o'clock, and they'll decide that I've been tipped off, and the ambush is sour.
I suppose they'll just go home, eh?
Now, sir, I think they'll probably go to Charleston or Galeyville and spend a little of that loot they took from the holdup.
Well, now, what do you propose?
I think we should take all hands out to the Clanton Ranch.
Old man Clanton's home place?
We can grab them as they straggle back.
Well, that's nonsense, Wyatt. We'd be boxed in the center of Clanton's domain.
John, I just don't like the way you think.
Oh, you don't, eh?
No, I like Wyatt's idea. It shows a tremendous understanding of the hoodlum mind. It's a bold strategy.
It's bold, all right. That's for sure.
If it works, old man Clanton will be spitting 10-penny nails.
I'll go along with you, Wyatt. And so will my friends. The whole plan amuses me.
We can't back you. It's too dangerous.
It's not as dangerous as fighting bushwhackers.
Yeah, at least we'd be fighting from behind walls.
Yeah. The walls of Clanton's own house.
No. No, the risk is prohibitive.
All right, Mr. Thacker. I can't urge you. It is risky. Morgan, you make sure you get a good horse. I think we ought to get out there before 1 o'clock. Mr. Gibbs, make sure that everybody has a Winchester and a handgun.
I'll get some extra bandoliers from Spangenberg's gun store.
Right.
Well, Wyatt, if you're that determined, you better count Wells Fargo in.
Thank you, Mr. Thacker. The Clantons have needed a dose of their own medicine for a long while. Come on, Doc.
Yes, sir, it's a dandy. Now, just take a look at it out here, Mr. Clanton, where you can see it in the sunlight. Here, I'll take your hat.
By Jove, this is a dandy, all right. Ooh, Emma ought to like this one. She's been fussing at me all year to get myself a new hat.
Is that so? Well, it's the finest we have in the store, Mr. Clanton, the very finest. Say, looks like Marshal Earp's taking a posse somewheres.
Just wasting tax money again.
Oh, not this time, Mr. Clanton. You see, there was a stage hold up in Skeleton Canyon this morning. Wells Fargo.
Oh, you don't say.
Oh, yes, sir. But Marshal Earp will catch 'em all right. Yes, sir, I just can't get over it. That's the best-looking hat I ever did see. Looks just fine, Mr. Clanton. Just fine.
Well, I'll take it. How much?
See, that's funny. They're going the wrong way.
Well, that sure and tarnation ain't the road to Skeleton Canyon.
Must be something bigger going on, huh?
Something bigger? You're a blasted fool, Sidney. That Earp's an even bigger one.
Oh, you. Any sign of Earp yet?
It's almost 2 o'clock. Your old man was wrong. Earp ain't coming. You reckon he was tipped? A good John Law can smell a bushwhacking. He's good. I'm leaving.
Curly, Papa's gonna be sore.
Let him be sore.
Look, we robbed Wells Fargo and the United States Mail. He's got to bring a posse.
He was tipped. Anyway, we missed.
Papa's right-hand man, Ike.
You know, I don't think much of bushwhacking anyhow.
Why didn't you offer the gun, Earp?
You know why. He wears a U.S. star.
You're scared, Earp.
You disobeying Papa's orders, Curly?
I'll do anything he says it's sensible. It ain't sensible waiting out here in the brush forever. I'm going to Galeyville. Any of you boys want to keep me company?
I'll go.
Eddie, you just try it.
I'll go with you, Curly.
Bushwhack by Earp.
All right. Mr. Gibbs, you and I'll move in first. Doc, you and Mr. Thacker come in with half the men on a 3-shot signal. Morgan?
Brother?
You wait here 5 minutes. Make sure that nobody comes in on the North Trail. Then you take the rest of the men and move in and join us.
Wyatt, we could be outnumbered awfully fast. You still asking us not to shoot to kill?
No. My plan doesn't work out and we're jumped by too many Clantons. Every man will have to decide for himself what has to be done.
Fair enough.
Let's go.
Drop him! He said drop him!
Take the guns.
Haul it! Come in.
Anybody else here?
Not right now.
We'll find out. Watch him. It's all clear inside. Take him on in hog time. I'll signal the others.
March him.
All right, now, Mr. Thacker, you and your men take the bunkhouse. Doc, you and your gunfighters, you hold the main barn over here. I think you can make it fairly tight with hay bales.
Right.
The rest of us will try to hold the main house. That'll give us 3 sides to a square, and I want all the horses out of sight. I'm hoping that the old man will come in with a small party.
Don't think you'll surrender, huh?
No, he'll fight. Now, my big hope is that the rest of the outfit will straggle in. We'll take them group by group.
Too many windows for a fight, Wyatt.
We can gun them down in 5 minutes.
It may not be that easy, Morg. If it gets too hot, there's a bell here over by the cook shack. I'll shoot at that. That'll let you know that we're retreating to the bunkhouse over here.
Last stand at the Alamo. Don't even count on seeing us. I can't run, and Wyatt won't.
Dust cloud from the north. You better take your station.
Let's go.
Lock that door. You men take those windows, Morgan.
Ain't no loyalty in nobody anymore. I ought to fire them boys and kill that Brooches.
Now, Papa, Earp wasn't gonna show. You said so yourself.
That ain't the point. I decide when to quit an ambush party, not Curly Brooches.
They just went to Galeyville for some fun.
If they get home, they'll have some fun.
Now, Papa, you can't blame them too much. They just...
I blame them plenty. And I'll show them big heads who's running this outfit. Get for home! Yeah! Come on here!
Here they come.
Bill Mace, feed and water the horses. Boys, I want you to know, I appreciate loyalty. I'm gonna find every man would run off $100 and whack it up amongst you men. Good, Papa. Hey, where are them guards?
Mr. Clanton, you and your men are under arrest.
Earp, by Joe, steps out of my own house and says I'm under arrest. Look out, boys. Take cover, boys.
Here, and I don't want anybody shot.
Hold it, boys. I'll take him myself.
Throw down your guns.
You no good Yankee.
hurt bad, Papa?
No, it's just a scratch. Killed. Finn, get down!
Good, Papa. They got him covered in a crossfire.
I gotta stop this fight right now. Stop shooting, boys! You hear me? Stop shooting! Earp! Call off your posse! No more shooting! Hold your fire!
Pick up the guns.
Get your hands out.
Lock him up tight. Good fight, brother.
Just fair, just fair.
Too bad we didn't get the rest of them.
Why? Who isn't here?
McLaury's, Curly Brocious, Johnny Ringo, a few others. All we have are these. The old man, Ike and Finn.
Well, at least we got them.
Mr. Clanton, I'm going to charge you with that holdup at Skeleton Canyon.
Skeleton Canyon. Charge away, Earp. You can't prove nothing. But as long as there's a Clanton, you'll remember this day shooting at me from my own house.
What's the matter, Clanton? Don't you like being bushwhacked?
Well, now, I don't think he hates being bushwhacked as much as being plain outfigured, Doc.
He'll get used to it. Eh, boys?
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Tom, wake up. This is the marshal. He just wants to ask you a few questions. This is my husband, Mr. Whiting.
Howdy, Mr. Roberts.
Roberts?
That's right.
No, Bento.
Just throw it down there.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Among the desperate men with whom Wyatt Earp had to deal as Marshal of Tombstone, Arizona, some of the most dangerous were professional bank robbers. In 1881, bank robbery attracted Western criminals who ranked themselves with Quantrell, the James Boys, and the Youngers. And a few of them were just as shrewd and deadly as Cole Younger or Jesse James.
How's Ben feeling, Sadie?
His leg's worse. He wants to talk to you.
Listen. Sadie says your leg don't feel so good. Want me to ride into Tombstone and fetch a doctor?
No. Sadie and I are going into town alone.
All right, Ben, if that's the way you want it, but you taking a big risk?
Is that any concern of yours?
Yeah, in a way it is.
What way?
You're the last of the Roberts gang. Now, ever since we bumped into you, we've been hoping that as soon as your leg got well, you'd throw in with us. Well, with you to do the brain work, we could take a bank every week. These Arizona banks ain't never had a real rousting.
You're a fool. I wouldn't touch you or any of your boys on a bank job.
Now, look, Ben.
Shut up. Give them a couple of $100 for services rendered. I don't want any of you in Tombstone. Head north and go back to robbing stages.
All right, Ben. All right, anything you say.
Pay him. And that's the end of it. So long.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, let me help you.
Where's the dress-up clothes?
In the wagon.
Good. We can change on the way into town.
You feel bad?
I don't ride in a wagon when I feel good. Besides, I'd like to see you in skirts for a change anyway.
All right, you sit down and I'll hitch up the rig.
Now, that's the thanks we get from big-headed Ben Roberts.
I'd sure like to hit one of those banks in Tombstone. Open up Mr. Roberts' eyes a little.
Maybe we will.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, hello, Wyatt.
You want to see me?
Yes, I do. Did you ever hear the name Ben Roberts?
Ben Roberts? Sure. He's a bank robber, one in Missouri. Why?
He's a patient of mine.
He's what?
Brought to me by his lady friend. Mr. and Mrs. Tom Whiting, they call themselves. They're dressed like city people.
Well, how do you know it's him? Do you know him?
No, but someone pointed him out to me a couple of years ago. You don't forget a man like Ben Roberts.
Oh, you sure know. So he's here in Tombstone, huh?
Got a handsome wife, about 25, I'd say. Blonde.
Well, why'd he come to see you?
Gunshot wound in the left leg. Some amateur pulled the bullet out, but he missed the bone splinters.
That's just dandy. Roberts is a bank robber, and we got 2 banks. Did he say where he was staying?
American Hotel. I gave him strict orders to go to bed and stay there. I gave him a little something to make him sleepy, just to be sure.
Thanks. He's not wanted in Arizona, but you may have done me a big favor.
Favor nothing. I'm saving myself a lot of work if it prevents a bank holdup.
Well, let's hope it does. You say they're using the name of Whiting?
Watch yourself, Wyatt. Roberts may have a gang just outside town.
Well, that's my hunch, too. I'd feel a lot better about it if Doc Holliday and Shotgun were here instead of in Tucson. Now, I'll see you later. Thank you.
Right, Wyatt.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Are you Marshal Wyatt or... Mrs. Whiting, Mrs. Tom Whiting?
Well, Dr. Goodfellow described you pretty good.
Oh, he told you about the accident?
Yes, sir.
I thought you might want to see us.
Well, it's just routine. Dr. Goodfellow reports all gunshot wounds to me.
I see.
I don't like to disturb your husband, but I would like to ask him a few questions.
Well, he's sound asleep. Couldn't I answer them?
Well, I'm afraid not, Mrs. Whiting, but it's not too important. I'll stop by later.
No. We shouldn't ask you to make 2 trips. I'll go up with you if that's all right.
Certainly.
Marshal. He just wants to ask you a few questions. This is my husband, Mr. Whiting.
Howdy, Mr. Roberts.
Roberts?
That's right.
No, Ben, don't.
Just throw it down there.
You're awful fast with that.
Now, take it easy, both of you. I want to talk to you, but I want to keep it friendly.
Friendly?
There's no warrant for you in Arizona, Mr. Roberts. Dr. Goodfellow says you need a lot of rest and medical attention.
You mean you're not going to bother us?
Just one question. Any of your gang hanging around Tombstone?
No.
That's the truth, Marshal.
All right. You stay here as long as you need to. Hope that leg of yours doesn't give you too much trouble.
You're a new kind of John Law, seems to me.
Mr. Roberts, I'm not interested in scalp money. But if a Missouri sheriff or United States Marshal comes along with a warrant for you, I'd have to help serve it. In the meantime, rest easy. You play it on the level with me. We'll get along fine.
Mr. Herb! Mr. Herb!
Yeah?
Mr. Herb, I just got a message for you from the Tombstone Bank. Mr. Kenton says there's a suspicious character hanging around.
Right. Excuse me, folks. Seems like we have a little bank trouble.
Jake Birch?
There's only one way to find out for sure.
Go right over there. That no-good thief. Just when we had everything fixed with the Marshal. Now he'll think we're lying to him. I better take a gun.
No. Just make sure it's Birch. There's easier ways to skin a cat.
Well, you better douse your bandage again. I'll be right back.
Excuse me, mister.
You calling me, Marshal?
Yeah, you're a stranger in town, aren't you?
That's right. There's no crime in that, is there?
Yeah, there might be. The bank doesn't like strangers hanging around its front door.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Marshal. I'll be moving along.
Just a second. What's your name?
John Smith.
You have anything on you to prove that?
No, I don't believe I do.
Where's your horse?
Right over there. Would you like to see it?
Yes, Mr. Smith, I would like to see it. Buckshot dusted. Mr. Smith, take off that bedroll.
Take it off yourself.
I said take off your bedroll. Put it on the ground, open it up. What's that?
What?
What are you doing with a detailed map of Tombstone? Afraid you get lost?
Yeah.
Mr. Smith, you've done nothing that I can hold you for. You seen anything of Ben Roberts lately?
Roberts. Ben Roberts. No, I'm afraid I don't know any Ben Roberts, Marshal.
You know, you surprised me.
Oh, why's that?
I didn't think Roberts would let a clumsy fool like you case a bank. I'm going to give a description of you to all my deputies. Next time you're seen in town, you're going to get hurt. And by next time, I mean any time after 5 minutes from now. Move.
the marshal had just ordered him out of town. I think we ought to turn Birch and his crowd in.
Show up their camp? That'd be going too easy on Jake. I ordered him to stay out of Tombstone, remember? No, we're going to encourage Jake to go against that bank.
And then tell Earp?
Yeah. Earp will blast them all to little pieces.
What if he doesn't believe us?
Make him believe us. That's your job. Now, honey, I'm quitting. As soon as I'm well, we'll go to California.
Oh, darling. Oh.
We can't have Birch cashing in on my name, calling himself and his cheap outfit the Roberts Gang. You see why Earp has to wind them up for us, don't you? And go convince him.
Marshal Earp.
Yes?
I'd like to talk to you, please.
Won't you come in?
I don't like jails.
Well, I can understand that. Why don't you sit down, then?
No, thanks. I followed you and saw that man in front of the bank.
Oh? You, couldn't by any chance identify him?
He's Jacob Birch. A cheap stagecoach bandit. The only time he's gone against a bank, he made a mess of things. Killed a lot of people. Jake's gonna rob one of your banks. Maybe tomorrow.
Which one? The, Arizona Bank or the Tombstone?
I don't know, but I'll find out.
And then you'll, tell me about it.
Yes, sometime tonight.
Why? Why would you tell me?
Because this isn't our idea. Ben's quitting the business. We're going to California as soon as he's well enough. Please, try to look at it our way. We don't want to get blamed for this. We'll never have a chance to make a life for ourselves with Jake Birch robbing banks and calling his crowd the Roberts Gang. Don't you believe me?
Well, Mrs. Roberts, it isn't too logical.
Look, what do we have to gain by telling you about Birch?
All right, let's leave it this way, then. You find out all you can about Mr. Birch's plan. I'll meet you at Dr. Goodfellow's office tonight.
Around 10 o'clock?
That'd be fine.
You still don't believe me. You better make up your mind to, because not believing me may cost a few lives. Maybe your own.
Oh, you're just talking to make noise, Jake. The truth is you're afraid to take that bank. I think maybe you're scared of Wyatt Earp.
That ain't the hitch, Joe.
Well, what is then?
Ben and Sadie Roberts.
Oh, now, Ben Roberts is laid up with a bad leg. And what do you figure Sadie can do?
She can use a gun. And so can Ben if he takes a notion to spoil our party. Oh, what do you say, boys? Think it's worth taking a risk?
Oh, it's just Sadie.
Hold him. We changed our mind, Jake. We want in on the bank job.
What bank job?
Don't play dumb with me. You cased the Tombstone Bank this morning. Ben was real sore when he heard about it. But then we got to thinking. Come into town on your own and you're in trouble. Use Ben's plan, and you'll get rich. What do you say, Jake?
Ben Roberts really knows how to take a bank.
All right, Sadie. You got something to offer, you're in.
For a fourth of what you take.
I say we deal.
All right.
Ben drew a diagram. Wrote it all down for you. Now, we'll use what Ben calls his covey a quail idea. You drift into town one by one just before daylight. You're there at 9 o'clock when the bank opens. Grab the money and scatter in the 6 different escape routes he put down here for you. Then you bunch up again at this camp. Divide the money, scatter again. Understand?
Wait. Why do we hit the Tombstone Bank?
Because Earp knows you cased it. He'll think you're bound to take the other one. The Arizona.
She's right, Jake.
Herb will be watching the other bank.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll smarten himself. All right, Sadie. We'll hit the Tombstone Bank 5 minutes after 9 in the morning.
Meet you here at noon for our share. Now, don't lose that. Any plan Ben thinks up is worth $5,000 cash before the vault doors even open.
So Earp will be watching the Arizona. Right around the corner from our mark. Boys, I'm making just one change in Ben's plan. Now, there'll be a crack shot on the roof of this building. Right here. We'll take care of Wyatt Earp before we hit the bank.
All the logic is against it. She and Ben just have to be the brains behind this whole thing. I'd be a fool to trust her. Wouldn't I?
Wouldn't you what?
Miss Sadie can't possibly be telling the truth.
Well, now, she might and she mightn't. If you want my advice, do what the cross-eyed tomcat did.
Oh, what's that?
Watch both rat holes. Divide your men between the Tombstone and the Arizona.
Yeah, well, that should be her.
Am I very late?
Oh, good evening, young lady.
Oh, hello, Dr. Goodfellow. Well, I went over the whole plan with Jake Birch, and he's going to hit the Tombstone Bank 5 after 9 in the morning.
Oh, why would he do that? He knows that I know that he cased that bank.
So he figures you'll think he'll be the other one. I had a hard ride to get this, and I'm tired, and if you don't believe me, just say so.
I'm sorry, Miss Sadie.
Look, I've done all I can for you. Go ahead. Let Jake make a fool of you.
Now, hold on. Put this on your husband's leg. Keep the bandage moist with it.
Thank you.
You're no fool, but you keep on trying, and she'll be right yet.
Meaning what?
I think she's telling the truth.
She can't be. I checked both banks today. The Arizona has twice as much cash on hand as the other. Besides, Ben Roberts is never one to settle for half when he can get the whole thing.
Well, you can watch both rat holes.
No, I can't. With Doc Holliday and Shotgun out of town, I haven't got enough deputies. If I split my force, I'm giving Birch too much of an edge. Now, you just stick to doctoring and let me handle the bank robbers, huh? It'll be the Arizona Bank.
Marshal.
Remember, Mr. Gale, you give them the money, no resistance. I don't want any dead heroes. We'll catch them as they come out. Your safe open?
Yes, but don't you think I ought to close it? Maybe they'll be satisfied with the teller's money.
I'll just make you open the safe. Now, you stick to the plan.
Well, just as you say.
Working fine. Earp's around the corner. Let's get at it. No shooting until Joe gets Earp. It's almost time now. Let's go inside and pretend we're going to deposit some of this money.
It's the other bank.
Check him out. Get in there.
Help him!
I owe you an apology.
No, you don't, Mr. Earp. I'm thankful that it turned out the way it did. Was that Jake Birch?
Yeah.
Who got him, you?
No, I think it was your husband.
Oh, no. What? Why, Dr. Goodfellow gave him strict orders not to get out of bed.
Well, now, he can stay in bed and get well. You say for me that I'll be by to speak my thanks to both of you. I'll go ahead and say it. I picked the wrong bank.
Well, we can't be right all the time, any of us.
How bad is he?
Looks like it's mighty near the heart.
Can you save him?
If I can, I'm a great doctor. If I can't, he'll die. You can be right and get killed. You can be wrong and
get lucky. Well, let's see how we both come out.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.